Olson Plumbing, and Agtegra.
There's a fly ball out to left field. Going back on it deep is Rue. He's going to turn and watch it sail over for a home run. And Andy Gordon, his first home run of the season, first home run of his career.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, and Lamb Motor.
The 2-1 pitch. Stout out towards right field. Did he get enough of it? Is it going to go? A walk-off grand slam for Garrett Stout.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by Kathy Sunshine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. And now, with the call of today's action, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
And a good morning as we welcome you here to Harbin Park, field number 2, as we are set for the final game of pool play for Post 8 as they take on Jackson, Minnesota. It's a 3-0 team against an 0-3 team here at the Dakota Classic. Post 8 has already clinched their spot to the Harrisburg to face the Harrisburg pool winner, which we'll talk about that as we get farther along in the broadcast on who that might be, as it's still up in the air. Post 8 is one of 4 teams that have already clinched their spot into the quarterfinal round. We'll have more info on that and on the times as well on when they will play later on tonight, as they will take on the Harrisburg pool winner. But Post 8 will be looking to go 4-0 in pool play, and we'll have a little bit of a shake-up in the lineup. We'll have details on that coming up in just a little while. Jackson, Minnesota looking to finish this tournament off on a high note. This will be their final game before returning back home after we play here this morning. 9:30 is our scheduled first pitch. You're here on a Capital City Rock as well as on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I believe we're getting things figured out on the Capital City Rock side, so if you are watching on KCCR Sports and have to go to the radio at some point, it's going to be on 104.5 Capital City Rock, and we'll be for this game only. We'll go back to KCCR later on tonight, but because of the church service at 11 o'clock this morning, we are here on Capital City Rock. So we will step aside. We'll take our first break here of the pregame show. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on a special presentation on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Harmon Park as we are getting set for first pitch between Pierre and Jackson, Minnesota. Post State's coming in at 3-0. They won the final game of day one, 19-5 over Wayzata Friday. And then yesterday picked up a pair of wins over Norfolk, Nebraska, 6-4, and a 5-0 shutout win over Sioux Falls West, which that was a double win for Post State. They got to beat a South Dakota opponent to help their seed points, and they also clinched the pool at that point because Norfolk's the only team with one loss. Post State now is 0, but if they do lose this game to Jackson, Minnesota, Norfolk is the only team that can reach that same 3-1 feat, but because Post State has a tiebreaker head-to-head matchup over Norfolk, they have won the pool, and we'll be facing the Harrisburg winner tonight in Harrisburg, which is scheduled for a 6 o'clock start. There's a discrepancy. We might have a 5 o'clock game, might be at 6 o'clock. We'll have to wait to see and figure out exactly when that will be. But Post State will be facing the Harrisburg pool winner at 5 o'clock. One matchup is already set. It's going to be at Renner Ballpark tonight. Renner will take on Sioux Falls East. East won the Harmon pool going 4-0 the last 2 days. They finished the East pool coming up in just a little bit. Actually, they will finish that East pool over at Harmon 1. Renner will face Sioux Falls East later on tonight. And then Lincoln Pius, they won the Humboldt pool. They will be at Augustana, and they'll face the winner of the Augustana pool. The one matchup that we have no idea what will be Lennox and Brandon Valley pool winners. We'll see what will happen with them. I believe the Brandon Valley pool, the Gretna, Nebraska, and Fargo Post 2 will play at 1 o'clock. They're both 3-0. And the Lennox pool also has Omaha Central and Columbus, Nebraska. Those two the winner of that game, those two winners will face off in the at Aspen Park in Brandon Valley later on this evening. For Harrisburg pool, it is going to be Harrisburg still has a chance, although it was Shakopee, Minnesota will have to lose to Creighton Prep and will have to give up 15 runs to Creighton Prep for Harrisburg then to take over the pool winner, because it'll be 3 teams at 3-1, then it'll go to runs against, and right now Harrisburg has given up 16 runs in those 4 games. Creighton Prep's already given up 19, so they cannot advance. Shakopee's only given up 2 runs in the 3 games that they have played, so they would have to give up a lot of runs to Creighton Prep, even and lose the ball game as well for Harrisburg to come away with that win of that pool, and that's where we face Harrisburg. Otherwise, it is all signs pointing to Shakopee, Minnesota that we will face later on tonight at 6 o'clock. And the lineups across for umpires. We're just about set for baseball. We will step aside for 3 minutes, come back, and have first pitch for you. Listen to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
The Association of South Dakota County Weed and Pest Boards reminds all landowners and managers to look for and control noxious weeds this spring and summer. The receding water levels have provided new areas for noxious weeds to establish. Infestations that are found and treated early reduce the cost of control. For help identifying and controlling noxious weeds, call your county weed and pest supervisor or the South Dakota Department of Agriculture. Remember, good neighbors control noxious weeds.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master. The clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here to Harmon Park, field number 2, we are set for baseball as the teams are out in the field as Jackson, Minnesota is going to be the home team here in game number 1. We're at Harmon Park 2, so we do not have a press box, which means that we are a little bit offline, or I guess we're right behind home plate again. So not a whole lot of visual sights with the chain link fence in front of us, trying to do our best. But it is going to be Jaden Wiebe to lead things off. He'll be followed by McGuire Rask, who's playing first base. Andy Gordon's the catcher, batting third. Aaron Booth will be the DH, batting in the cleanup spot. Cade Hinkle is the shortstop, batting fifth. Matt Hansel will bat sixth and play third base. Jack Merkwan, the center fielder, batting seventh. Isaac Pollock out in left field, batting eighth. And Elliott Life, the left-hander, will play second base and bat ninth. Jaden Wiebe will swing at the first pitch, grounds it to the shortstop Levi. The throw to first is a high one, and staying on the bag will be the first baseman. And Cameron, and leadoff man, is retired to open up the ball game in just one pitch. And he'll bring up now McGuire Rask. Rask playing first base here in this ball game. A little bit different lineup here for the Eights, as they've clinched that pool. They don't need to win this game to make anything different, as Rask will try and drop down a bunt. They throw to first from the pitcher, and Eric is in time. And so there's 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And I'll bring up the catcher, Andy Gordon. Gordon coming into this tournament, swinging the bat real well, picking up a save on the mound last night. Here's the first pitch to Gordon, that will miss for a ball, or for taken for strike one. As Gordon behind 0-1, here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball right back up the middle, and Gordon's on with a 2-out single. Bring up now Aaron Booth, the DH. Had a chance to Booth play first base in game 1 of that doubleheader yesterday. Has the lone home run so far for Post State on the season. Here's the first pitch to Booth. He'll swing at that one and fly it out to left field. Coming in will be the left fielder, make the catch, and there's the third out. Quick inning for Eric on the mound. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between Pierre and Jackson. Back in a minute, list of Post State baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
South Dakota didn't always have a capital, or even a permanent settlement for that matter. There wasn't always a river city on the Missouri River. And before First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872, there wasn't always a bank in South Dakota. Every timeless institution, tradition, and thriving business was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you back here in the bottom of the first inning, as it will be Gary Nedved on the mound here for Post State, as he will look for a solid outing. We've seen some really good pitching from Post State so far this tournament, as the Jackson, Minnesota team, and they're looking to finish off this Dakota Classic on a high note. 0-3 so far, but a win will send you back home feeling a little bit better. Going back to Jackson, Minnesota. Cade Hinkle is going to be playing shortstop. Andy Gordon is behind the plate for Post State in this ball game. So a little bit different of a lineup for especially defensively here for Post State than we're accustomed to seeing. Elliott Life, the left-hander, is playing second base in this ball game for the Eights. Hanson will be at third. We'll go around the defensive positioning here as Pollock is out in left. Merkwan in center. Wiebe is out playing right field. It is Hanson at short. Actually, at third. Hinkle at short. Elliott Life at second and McGuire Rasky at first. Andy Gordon was behind the plate after throwing in both games yesterday. Threw just 5 pitches in that second game. But he picked up a save against Norfolk. And he's going to be looking for... we might see him at some point before this tournament's over. First pitch swinging by Logan. It's taken for strike one. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Here on CapitalCityRock.com, also on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs, and it's now 1-1. Game got started just a little bit before 9:30. 1-1 pitch is taken low and is now 2-1 here to the leadoff man in the order. To Logan for Jackson, Minnesota. 2-1 pitch from Nedved. Upstairs, and it's now 3-1. 1 strikes from Nedved. Want to see him throw well. You've seen have seen him throw well. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's outside a leadoff walk after throwing a first pitch strike, missing the next 4 pitches, and Jackson's got their first base runner of the ball game. I'm going to bring up Peyton, the center fielder. Left-hander will dig in. Back-to-back lefties in the lineup here for Jackson. Nedved from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. And a line shot off the glove of Rasky. It's dropped right in front of him. And it ends up going to first base to get the man at first base. So there's now 1 down. Nearly a double play on the line shot. That probably would end up being a tag applied to Logan. But he's on at second now with 1 down. And it'll bring up Levi, the shortstop for Jackson. Nedved will go from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there from Nedved. Got Levi to chase. And it's 0-1. Early Sunday morning for both these teams, especially for Post State, who finished that game near 11 o'clock last night, or near 10:30 last night. This counts now 1-1. Had a quick turnaround. Be back playing here at 9:30. The tough part is trying to take a nap at some point today. Well, there's no hotel room to go to because you don't want to book that hotel room, as that pitch will get above the head of Levi and go towards the backstop. Got away from Gordon. It's now a runner at third. Counts 2-1. to number 3 hitter Levi. But you're not guaranteed to play in Monday just because you won the pool. You have to win later tonight. That one's popped up in foul territory. Hanson going over. He's going to run out of room. He's going to land out of play. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We are on CapitalCityRock.com. Also here on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Hopefully we'll get the Rock Station all figured out. Get you back to being able to listen on the radio. But, of course, tonight we'll be back on KCCR at what is scheduled to be at 6 o'clock. I believe it's scheduled to be 6 o'clock. Could potentially even be 5 o'clock. That one's fouled away, and it now remains at 2-2. And again, Shakopee, Minnesota will play Creighton Prep at 1 o'clock. So we will not know until around the 3 o'clock whenever that game finishes up on who Post State will play tonight. 2-2 pitch. That one was fouled off the mid of Gordon. And we will stay at 2-2 again. If Shakopee wins, they're the pool winner. If they lose, they have to give up at least 15 runs in the game for then Harrisburg to be the pool winner. There's a fly ball to left field going over the left fielder. Polaki will run out of room. And so it will remain at 2-2. Good battle here with the number 3 hitter for Jackson. They lost 6-2 in game 1. End up falling 12-0 to Norfolk in game number 2. And then lost 11-3 yesterday to Wayzata. Wayzata and Norfolk will play after this one's over to finish out pool play. 2-2 pitch again. Levi just hanging in there as he found that one back to the screen. Another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Bottom of the first here. 1 down, runner on third base. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, fielded by Hanson over at third. The throw to first base is in time, and the runner at third did not trying to come in to score. Thought about it, but a good job by Matt Hanson to hold that runner at third base. Fired a strike over to first, and there's 2 away. And they'll bring up Gabe, the right fielder. That's an excellent play from Hanson over at third base. If he doesn't look back the runner at all, he's easily going to score. It's a 1-0 game. There's a foul tip in the mid of Gordon. The first time we're seeing Cade Hinkle play something other than the battery in the last 3 years with post-state baseball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's taken for a strike, and it's 0-2 from Nedved to Gabe. Hinkle played short a little bit back in 2019 for the Pierre Governor High School team, but really has been the backstop. 0-2 pitch will come in and hit Gabe, and it'll keep the inning alive as it'll bring up Trace with first and third and 2 away. Third baseman for the Jackson Huskies. No score here in the bottom of the first on this Sunday morning. Eights are looking to finish pool play 4-0, but have already won that pool. Runner takes off on the first pitch. It's going to be grounded over for Rasky. He's going to try and throw to Nedved, trying to cover, and the ball gets away from Nedved. First run will come in to score. Another run will stop over at third base. And then the runner will be safe at first as well.
Let's go, Eric.
So there's a runner at first and third once again. Air will be charged to Rasky. And it's a 1-0 lead for Jackson with 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitcher, Eric, can help himself out. Runner takes off for second. The throw to second. The tag is applied. Got him out at home, and that will retire the side. The run does not come in from third base as Trace is caught stealing on a good throw from Andy Gordon. 1 run scores in the inning without a hit, 1 error, and one man left on base. We head to the top of the second. It's a 1-0 lead for Jackson Huskies over Pierre. You're listening to Post-State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at on KCCR Sports.
Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post-State apparel? All Around Graphics in Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All Around Graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All Around Graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
It is going to be the top of the second inning. Post-State's trailing 1-0. As it'll be Cade Hinkle, Matt Hansen, and Jack Merkwan, 5, 6, and 7 for the Eights. Down 1-0 here in the top of the second to the Jackson Huskies. Huskies scored that one run on an error charge to McGuire Rasky. We'll see Cade Hinkle come to the plate. First time we'll see him hit in this ball game, as he didn't have to take the gear off in between innings. Boy, he's going to feel like he barely exerted any energy, even though he's playing shortstop in this ball game. Been a catcher. He caught 44 of the 45 games at high school or in the college at Rochester this year, and he's caught all but now one inning so far for Post State, and hopefully be able to not have to catch this entire game. So it'll be just the second game that he hasn't caught in 3 years. There's a fly ball from Hinkle out to right field in the first pitch. It will drop in for a base hit. He got it past the right fielder. Hinkle will round first and will stop right at first base. So it'll be a leadoff single for Cade Hinkle on first pitch swinging. And it'll bring up now the number 6 hitter and Matt Hansen. Hansen's available to pitch today. And we might see a combination of Ned Van Hansen and Hinkle to pitch throughout the entire day. Here's the first pitch to Hansen. There's a ground ball left side. That is fair, just past the line, over the top of the bag. Hinkle around a second. He will stop at second base. Everybody will stay as Hansen was halfway to second as well. But it'll be the first two men to reach on the first two pitches. And it'll bring up Jack Merkwan. You know, Coach Nas said it on Friday when they beat Wayzata 19-5. He said that because it's a non-South Dakota game, to go up there and swing early at the count. You'll be real aggressive at the plate and see if you get some base hits here early on. First pitch to Jack Merkwan is taken for a strike. And that's what we've seen with Post State. I mean, the first two hitters of each of the 2 innings swung at the first pitch or tried to bunted the ball at the first pitch. Just the 4th pitch of the inning here for Eric. That one will bounce in, and it's now 1-1. The Merkwan then pull locked in Elliott Life. Here in the top of the second, 7, 8, 9 right now in the order. After the 5 and 6 men reach base. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball from Merkwan right back to the pitcher Levi. He'll throw to second for 1. Back to first is not going to be in time. It got away from the first baseman. Hinkle will come in to score to tie the ball game up. Merkwan will take second. And it's a 1-1 tie here in the top of the second inning. But it will be a 1-6 put out on Hansen. It will go down as a fielder's choice and an error. Charge the shortstop. Now Merkwan is on at second. And it'll bring up Isaac Pollock, the left fielder. Pollock threw another gem last night. 6 2/3 of shutout baseball. 1 out away from back-to-back complete game shutouts within 4 days of each other. There's a ground ball to the left side. It'll be fielded by the shortstop, Levi. The throw to first is in time. And there's now 2 down. And it'll bring up Elliott Life, the second baseman. The left-hand throwing, left-hand hitting second baseman. Not too many times you get a chance to say that. But Elliot Life, the number 9 hitter, will look to try and drive in and give Post State that first lead of the game. He'll first pitch swing at that. Right side, right center field. The center fielder, Peyton, will make the catch, and that will retire the side here in the top of the second. 1 run scores on 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We enter the bottom of the second. It is a 1-1 score between Pierre and Jackson. You listen to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684. As we enter the bottom of the second inning, Post State is tied here with Jackson, Minnesota. John Winkler here on this Sunday morning, as the Eights will be playing later on tonight. We'll be playing the winner of the Harrisburg pool. And again, three of the 4 games that are going to decide the final 4 pool winners, or win the pool type games. You know, the teams are both 3-0. Going into that matchup, the Harrisburg pool is that lone pool that just because if Creighton Prep beats Shakopee, Minnesota, doesn't mean that that's going to be the case. As it'll most likely be Shakopee that will be the pool winner, but it could be Harrisburg, depending on how many runs Creighton Prep scores. First pitch inside to Eric is taken for a ball. He was left at the plate in the bottom of the first inning. As the count's now 2-0 here to Eric. He was left at the plate. The runner was thrown out trying to steal second. So he will come back up. He's got ahead of the count 2-0 here with Gary Nedved on the mound. 2-0 pitch, right back inside. All 3 pitches have been right around the same spot, but they've all been inside and have missed for the first 3 balls of this inning. Here's now the 3-0 pitch. That one will find the inside edge, and it's now 3-1. We Eric Cameron and then Ben, first 3 hitters, pitcher, first baseman, second baseman. Dylan, the catcher, will be the number 9 hitter and will come to the plate if anybody reaches base. That one's popped up, foul territory. Long run for Hansen. Try and get over to it, and he will make the catch. What a play from Matt Hansen. Long run over at third base and able to grab it. The leadoff man retired here to open up the bottom of the second inning. And that'll bring up Cameron, the first baseman. Next weekend we head to Minot. It'll be a busy week, but next weekend we head to Minot, play Friday and Saturday, and potentially even on Sunday. First pitch is fouled over on the first base side. And the count is 0-1. But we'll play Excelsior, Minnesota on Tuesday. Scheduled for a doubleheader right now. Potentially maybe even move to a one single game. There's a line shot out towards center field. Merkwan will slide in, make the catch out in center field. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the second. I'll bring up Ben, the second baseman. Good play there from Merkwan, the center fielder. Him sliding in on a line drive that was sinking fast. First pitch to Ben is over for strike 1.
Here we go, Ben.
We'll play Excelsior, Minnesota on Tuesday. That's scheduled for a doubleheader. Could potentially move to a single game. Then here on the lone South Dakota game of the week on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. 0-1 pitches on the inside edge, and it's now 0-2. And then next Friday, Post State will head up to Minot First game will be scheduled at 5 o'clock, I believe it is. 0-2 pitch. Oh, bounce, and it's now 1-2. Welcome those here on a Capital City Rock. Are still online at CapitalCityRock.com. 1-2 pitch is missed inside, and it's now 2-2. Also on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Appreciate you hanging with us here this morning. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one's line foul. And we will do it again here at 2-2. The Eights are playing their fourth and final game of pool play. It's 1-1 game here in the bottom of the second. A little bit of some technical problems that have been taken care of, and a big thanks to Zach Nelson, DT Meyer, getting that resolved here this morning. 2-2 pitch. It's low, and it's now 3-2.
Here we go, Ben.
1-1 is our score here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs, nobody on base. Full count pitch upcoming. Swinging a line shot, and that's also foul again. And we'll do it again another time at 3-2. Hoping our YouTube broadcast will stay forward. We can't really get these iPads too warm. The sun's trying to peek out right now. There's no chance to put any kind of shade on these iPads outside of some cloud coverage. 3-2 pitch. That one is popped out towards left field. Coming in is Pollock. He will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nedved. As we head to the third inning, 1-1 is our score between Pierre and Jackson, Minnesota. You're listening to Post-State Baseball on the Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock, on KCCR Sports.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Are you driving a 2014 or newer vehicle? Are there less than 100,000 miles on it? Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is prepared to give you top dollar. Again, if your ride is 2014 or newer with less than 100,000 miles, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you top dollar for it right now. Trade it in or sell it to us. Doesn't matter. Your vehicle has never been worth more than it is right now. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
It is the top of the third inning. Post State will have the top of the order in a 1-1 tie between Pierre and the Jackson Huskies. Huskies 0-3 so far in the tournament. Post State 3-0. Again, they will play at Harrisburg tonight. Well, that game will be back on KCCR. It will replace Sunday Night Baseball between the Cardinals and Braves, which potentially could see the final of that final little bit of that game, or hear that final bit of that game. But we will have for you some post-state baseball again later on tonight. If they win tonight, then they'll play at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at Augustana. And of course, that game will also be on. If they win that one, they'll be in the championship game at 1 o'clock. Be played right after that. They'll have that doubleheader. But they would have to beat, most likely, again, Shakopee, Minnesota will be the team that they'll have to face in the quarterfinal, unless Creighton Prep's able to put up 15 runs on them and win that game. Then we'll face Harrisburg. Here is Jaden Weeby upstairs for first pitch. Count is 1-1 here to, or 1-0 here to Jaden Weeby. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Weeby. Here's a ground ball, left side. It'll be fielded by the third baseman. Backhanded. Long throw to first is in the dirt. Just unable to scoop it out was Cameron, the first baseman. So the leadoff man is on base. We'll see if they rule that a hit or an error. That's a tough play to be made. And it will be, though, charged an error to the third baseman. And it will bring up McGuire Rasky. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the third inning. First pitch to Rasky. He'll fly it out towards left field. Logan is over there. He'll make the catch. And there's now one down here at the top of the third inning. I'll bring up Andy Gordon. Again, these post-8 hitters will be aggressive throughout this entire game. They're not taking a whole lot of pitches. Jane Wiebe is going to be picked off at first base. Got off the bag, and the pitcher wasn't on the rubber, so he just threw it right over to first and ended up picking off Wiebe, so there's now 2 down and nobody on base. A mental mistake there from Wiebe. So now 2 away. First pitch to Andy Gordon. He'll swing in line shot to center field coming in. The center fielder will make the catch, and it will be a 4-pitch inning for Eric, the pitcher. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. It is a 1-1 tie between Pierre and Jackson, Minnesota. Listening to Post-8 Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Overhead Door Company of Pierre is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service, and installation of residential and commercial garage doors. They provide quality, dependable products with constant service and the peace of mind you need. Overhead Door is one of the most recognized and most respected brand in the garage door industry. For installation and repairs, call Overhead Door Company today at 224-6200. That's 224-6200.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
It is the bottom of the third inning. 1-1 is our score. As Jackson, Minnesota come to the plate, they led it 1-0 after the first inning. Post-8 was able to score a run in the top of the second. And that's where we sit here in the bottom of the third with 9-1-2 up here for Jackson, Minnesota for the Huskies. Dylan will lead things off, followed by Logan and then Peyton. Those first 3 hitters here for the Eights. Other games going on. Well, we're the first one to start. Might be the only one still going. Might be the only one going still right now. But we also have a couple of games here between with some winner-take-all games. As we'll see Omaha Central and Columbus, Nebraska play for a chance to advance. Gretna, Nebraska, and Fargo post 2 in Brandon Valley. The winner of that game will advance. And then the Humboldt pool, at the Augustana pool, Lincoln North and Eden Prairie will be playing, and the winner of that one will also advance. First pitch swinging, ground ball right to McGuire Rasky, 1 hopper to him, and 1 pitch and 1 out as they'll step at first for the leadoff man to be retired. And McGuire Rasky playing first base. It is Elliott Life at second base. Cade Hinkle, the shortstop, haven't had a chance to call his name out defensively. But now here is Logan, the left fielder, who walked and came around to score in his first plate appearance. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Both runs have come in off of an error. 2 errors so far for Jackson, 1 for Pierre. 1-0 pitch is on the outside edge, and it's now 1-1. No hits so far for Jackson. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up, foul territory. Hanson giving chase. He will make the catch on the run. A lot of foul territory. Gave Hanson that opportunity, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. Peyton, now the center fielder, he grounded to the first baseman Rasky. Actually, he hit a line shot to Rasky. Went off of his glove. He was able to step on the bag to retire Peyton. The first pitch is missed for ball 1. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt on Capital City Rock, also on YouTube at KCCR Sports. That pitch is over for a strike. 1-1 is our score here in the bottom of the third inning. Post 8 with 3 hits so far, 1 error that's allowed that first run to come in for Jackson. 1 run on no hits and 2 errors for the Huskies. As that one's popped up, that's foul territory. Pollock giving a long run, but it will land foul, and the count's now 1-2. Very quick innings for Post State on the offensive side. They've been swinging a lot of first pitches. Eric's been around the plate, and Jackson's made the plays to be very quick on the 1-2 pitch curveball. That one just missing. Good pitch there from Nedved. Good take from Peyton. And the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Post State being so aggressive that led to some fast innings for Eric, even after giving up a run. 2-2 pitches upstairs, and it's now 3-2. Nedved with a walk so far and also hit by pitch. And Ayer's been the only 3 runners that have reached base. 3-2 pitch, popped foul and out of play. We'll do it again. I'll have to check how many pitches that Eric has thrown through those first 3 innings, because he has been very, very efficient with the help of the bats of Post State, swinging a lot. 3-2 pitches outside, and it will be a 2-out walk, and it will keep the inning alive for Jackson. It'll bring up Levi, the shortstop. We go to the box score here. 16 pitches through 3 innings for Eric. 16 pitches. Not even averaging 6 pitches an inning. That is a remarkable amount of pitches thrown. That was popped up, foul territory, and that one will just go off the fence. Stayed in play, but it's 0-1. Levi ground out to the third baseman, Hansen, in that bottom of the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good curveball, and it's now 0-2. Sun peeking out. Love for that to go behind the clouds. Something here. Try and give us a little bit more shade. But it is an 0-2 count here to the number 3 hitter, Levi. Runner takes off. That's fouled straight back. Maybe we'll do it again at 0-2. Saw that ball drop right in front of the YouTube feed. So still is 0-2. Runner heads back to first base. And now here is the 0-2 pitch again from Nedved to Levi. Line shot. That will be a fair ball down all the way down the left field line. Pollock will pick it up in the corner. They're going to try and send the runner. Throw coming in to Hansen. He will not throw it home, and the run will come in to score on the 2-out RBI double. That gives Jackson the lead back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scored all the way from first was Peyton. Levi's got the first hit of the ball game now for Jackson, and they retake the lead now 2-1. I'm going to bring up the right fielder, Gabe, who was hit by a pitch. First pitch from Nedved. Swing and a chopper over for Hinkle to make that play. He'll make the play. Good play from Hinkle. A first chance to see him from shortstop. That will retire the side. 1 run scores on 1 hit in the inning. No errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. It is a 2-1 lead for Jackson over Post State. And you're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
As we enter the top of the fourth inning, it is a 2-1 lead for Jackson and Minnesota over Post State. John Wickler here on this Sunday morning. Glad you are with us as it is going to be first of two. Harrisburg will be the site for later on tonight, as they'll play around 6 o'clock and play the winner of the Harrisburg pool. Aaron Booth, Cade Hinkle, and Matt Hansen will be the first three hitters, 4, 5, and 6. Booth flew out to the left fielder in his first at-bat. As we head in here at the top of the fourth. First pitch to Aaron Booth. That one's over for strike one. That's just the 17th pitch thrown by the starting pitcher, Eric, here for Jackson, Minnesota. Going to here to the leadoff hitter. This is the longest at-bat we've seen from any Post-State player here to the first three innings. 0-2 pitch to Booth. That one is floated back up the middle. Be a one-hopper backhanded by the second baseman, Ben. Throw across is in time. Get the leadoff man. Good play from the second baseman. There's one down. Yeah, Coach Knotts talked about it when you're playing someone that's not a South Dakota team like you did Wayzata and here against this Jackson, Minnesota team. Go up there and hack right away. Don't be waiting on a pitch here or there. Don't have to work the count. Some of those pitches have maybe been around the zone, maybe not in the zone. Hinkle will take strike one. But because it's been for Post State, just trying to swing, trying to get on base, be aggressive. 0-1 pitch, also on the outside edge, now 0-2. That's been a good start here in the fourth inning for the pitcher Levi. He's been dotting the outside corners on both the right-handed Booth and the left-handed Hinkle. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Trying to go a little bit too far outside, and it's now 1-2. Nice breeze going through here at Harmon 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Hinkle. That one will be popped up, foul territory, left side, and it will get out of play. And we'll do it again here at 1-2. Hinkle singled in his first at-bat. One of 3 hits for Post State. He did come around to score. He lit off the top of the second with a single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, and it's now 2-2. 2-1 is our score here in the top of the fourth. From the windup, here's the 2-2 pitch. Here's a line shot right to the second baseman. Ben makes the catch. And there's 2 quickly down here in the top of the fourth inning. Although, in terms of how the game has gone for the first 3 innings, it has been a really long top of the fourth inning. With Eric throwing near 10 pitches in this top of the fourth. Here's the first pitch to Matt Hansen. That will bounce in. And it's 1-0. To Hansen, who also singled. He and Hinkle both singled the lead off the top of the second inning. That's how Post State was able to score that only run so far. Merkwan reached on a fielder's choice. It was a throwing error. Charge of the shortstop that allowed Hinkle to come in to score. Hansen will float out to center field. Coming in is going to be Payton. He'll make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning again for Levi. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 lead for Jackson, Minnesota. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
As we enter the bottom of the fourth inning, Post State trails 2-1 to Jackson, Minnesota. John Winkler here on this Sunday morning as Jackson will come to the plate having 5, 6, and 7. Trace, Eric, and Cameron be the first three hitters. Nedved still on the mound for the Eights.
Go, Trace.
One hit so far for Jackson, and that was the one that drove in that second run for the Huskies to give them that lead. That was back in the bottom of the third. That was a double from Levi. The lone RBI so far in the ball game. First pitch is popped up in foul territory on the right side. Andy Gordon will make the catch. And one pitch and one out here to open up the bottom of the fourth. Nedved has been around the plate, allowing just 2 walks so far. He has hit one man. As it'll bring up the pitcher, Eric, who has got himself a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Looking for Jackson to win their first game of this tournament, their last game here at the Dakota Classic. First pitch on the outside corner, taken for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Nedved. Here's a ground ball to Hansen over at third. He'll make the play across the diamond, and there's 2 quickly down here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Go, kid.
And then they'll bring up Cameron, the first baseman. He flew out to the center fielder, Merkwan, in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to Nedved, who's popped straight up. Nedved right on top of the mound. He'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, a quick 1-2-3 inning for Nedved. We get to the top of the fifth inning. Post State has a 2-1 lead over Jackson. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When something just isn't right, it's natural to talk about it.
If you had a toothache, you'd tell someone. If you found out you had diabetes, you'd learn to take care of it.
But when you're feeling stressed, sad, or worried, you're less likely to tell someone.
Why do we treat physical and mental health so differently?
There is no difference. We all need someone to talk to, and there's nothing shameful about wanting to be healthy for you.
When you just need someone to talk to, contact Rising Hope Counseling at 494-1500 or risinghope605.com.
Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Rising Hope Counseling, because if you have hope,
you have everything.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Top of the fifth inning, and a 2-1 lead for Jackson, Minnesota. As it'll be 7, 8, 9, Merkwan, a pull lock in life. Eric has thrown well so far for the Huskies. Had his longest inning. It was still a 1-2-3 inning, but had his longest inning. Had 16 pitches thrown in just the first 3 innings of this ball game. As Merkwan will step to the plate, being very aggressive for the Post State hitters. They were a little bit more patient in that fourth, but as we head to the top of the fifth, we'll see how aggressive Merkwan is. He'll swing at the first pitch and foul it away on the right side, and it is 0-1. Merkwan ground into a fielder's choice. In his first at-bat, end up at second base off the throwing air. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is flown out towards right center field. Coming over is a center fielder, diving for it and making the catch is a center fielder, Peyton. What a grab by the center fielder, and the leadoff man is retired. Full out dive and a great grab there to lead off the top of the 5th inning. The tough play, wind kind of blowing in a little bit, so it didn't hang up as long as probably what you would think, but Peyton was able to make the grab to open up here the top of the 5th as Isaac Pollock will take strike 1. Pollock ground out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pollock will pop it up on the left side. This time it's going to be Trace call off Levi at third base and make the catch. And there's now 2 down. A little close over there, but made the grab either way, and that'll bring up Elliott Life, the number 9 hitter, trying to avoid having another 1-2-3 inning. Although Wiebe reached base to open up the top of the 3rd, he was retired on a pickoff attempt, so it would be 8 in a row retired, but be 3 1-2-3 innings in a row if Elliott Life cannot get on base. First pitch is over for strike 1, a swing and a miss by Life. Life flew out to the center fielder in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 here in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside, and it's now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is fouled at the plate, and it's now 1-2. Elliott Life, I believe, is available to throw today. And we'll see if he will throw in that game. In the game later on tonight. The 4 days rest that he was done after last night. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a line shot right to the shortstop and Levi, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Eric. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Post State still trails Jackson 2-1. You're listening to Post State Baseball on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Pierre Sports Center is your local Ranger Boat and Mercury Outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger boat needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pierre Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pierre Sports Center, Ranger Boats, and Mercury Outboard, a combination that can't be beat. Pierre Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pierre, or give them a call, 224-5546. When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Post State trailing 2-1. As Jackson, Minnesota will bring up 8, 9, and 1 on the plate. It'll be Ben Dillon and then Logan. He might reach his base. Peyton will be the next hitter. As Gary Nedved continues to throw here for the Eights. Eric for Jackson has been very, very efficient. We'll have to check his stats here going into the top of the 6th inning because he is easily on track to throw a complete 7-inning game without any worry of running out of pitches. Ben flew out to Pollock out in left field in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch from Nedved. Popped up right at behind home plate, and Andy Gordon will make the catch. Leadoff man retired here to open up the bottom of the 5th inning. And just one pitch, and it'll bring up now Dylan, the catcher.
Come on, D.
He's 0 for 1, grounded to Rasky. In his first at-bat, just the second time through the order. Top of the order is next for Jackson. Post State just finished their second go through the order. First pitch is over for strike 1 to Dylan. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And ground ball left side. Hinkle will come in. Hanson tried to make the play, but it just was off the glove, and Dylan safe at first. And it'll bring up now Logan with one down and one on. And it'll be an air charge to Hanson over at third base. So there's now one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Logan's 0 for 1. He'll try and drop down a bunt, misses the bunt attempt. And it is 0-1. Logan walked in his first trip to the plate. Popped out in foul territory to Hanson over at third. Back in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's out to center field. Actually, he's going to be in shallow center field. LA Life went out to make the grab, and there's now 2 down. Life making his first chance over at second base. The left-handed second baseman making the grab, and they'll bring up Peyton here with 2 down. Peyton is 0 for 1. Hit that line drive to Rasky in the bottom of the first inning. Went off of his glove. He's able to make the play over at first base and drew a walk in his last plate appearance. First pitch is over for strike 1. Two to 1 is their score here in the bottom of the fifth. One hit so far for Jackson, but they lead it 2-1. Pickoff attempt. And back in safely is Dylan. One 3-2 here for the Eights. 2-1-2 for Jackson. That one will bounce in the dirt, taking off and getting to second base. Actually, a courtesy runner over. It's now on second for, I believe, the catcher. And don't have any numbers for reserves, so can't tell you who that would be. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Upstairs is now 2-1. Couldn't find the team on Game Changer. Don't have any last names either for this team, so I've been talking first names on a first name basis. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one's popped up left side. Pollock will come in. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the fifth inning. No run score, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the sixth. Pierre leads trails Jackson 2-1. Listening to Post-State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Evermore Boutique, where fashion doesn't have to break the bank. See them for men's, women's, and children's clothing, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from noon to 7, Saturdays from 11 to 6, and Sundays from noon to 5. Visit Evermore Boutique, located at 104 South Pierre Street in Pierre, or give them a call today. 605-494-0194. That's Evermore Boutique in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Top of the sixth inning, it is a 2-1 lead here for Jackson over Pierre. At the top of the order for Post State, Wiebe, Rasky, and Gordon. Might reach his base, it'll be Aaron Booth. It has been very efficient on the mound for Eric as he is continuing to throw a gem as we play here in the top of the sixth inning. Through the first 5 innings, he has thrown just 35 pitches. 7 pitches an inning for Eric through the first 5 innings for Jackson. That'll help you try. I mean, he could, if this ball game would somehow go to 10, 11 innings, he could continue to pitch all the way to the 11th inning. I mean, he's got himself in a good spot He's got a long way to go before he would, if he keeps up to that pace. First pitch, Wiebe tried to bunt his way on. He fouled it away. And it's 0-1. He is 0 for 2. Ground out. Victim, and also he reached on an error. Was picked off at first base. Came back in the top of the third inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Wiebe. Swings and misses, and it's now 0-2. Your best chance for Post State to try and tie this game up. At the top of the order right now here for the Eights. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Eric thought he had it. It will be now a 1-2 count here to Wiebe. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a line shot in the left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It will get past the left fielder. Wiebe will round first, but a good job by the center fielder as Peyton was able to cut it off before it got to the fence, so it's just a leadoff single. But the Eights are in business here to kick off the top of the sixth inning, just their fourth hit of the ball game. And it will bring up McGuire Raskey, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 so far. And Wiebe taking his lead off at first before the pitcher gets on the rubber. And this time he was able to get back in time without a throw. Raskey showing bunt. He will bunt the ball down the third base line, and it will roll foul. And it's 0-1. Good play there by the third baseman to let that one roll foul with the spin that you could see right away. Especially with the way the lip is, it was going to roll off of it and roll its way down. So the count is 0-1 here to McGuire Raskey. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's outside, and it's now 1-1. This ball game's just barely an hour old, and we're in the top of the sixth inning. Game that was supposed to start at 9:30 got started a couple minutes before 9:30. That one's fouled back, rolled back to the screen, and it's now 1-2 to McGuire Raskey. Well, this will potentially could be the longest inning that Eric's had to work on the mound. He had 16 pitches thrown after 3 innings. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. That's through for a base hit. Wiebe around second. He's on his way to third. He will slide in safely. Raskey will stay at first base, and Post State has got the first 2 men on board here in the top of the sixth inning, and it'll bring up Andy Gordon, trying to tie this ball game up here in the top of the sixth. 5 hits now for Post State. Gordon's got one of those 5 hits. Had a 2-out single in the top of the first inning. We'll see if they put McGuire Raskey in motion, trying to get him into scoring position as well. Here's a first pitch to Gordon. Raskey takes off for second. He will walk his way to second base. No throw from the catcher. And it's second and third now with nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. A 1-0 count to Gordon. The 1-0 pitch is upstairs and is now 2-0. On deck is Aaron Booth. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Gordon will pop it foul and it will get out of play. It's now a 2-1 count. Again, later on tonight, 6 o'clock, first pitch, Post State will take on the Harrisburg Pool winner. Be back at KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Here's a ground ball. It'll be bobbled by the shortstop. The throw to first is not in time as Wiebe is safe at home. He comes in to score. It'll be an error charge to the shortstop, and the game is tied at 2-2. Raskey stayed over at second base. The ball was hit to the shortstop. So the bases are first and second here. Nobody out. 2-2 is our score. Aaron Booth now a chance with a base hit could give Post State their first lead here of the morning. Eric from the stretch delivers the first pitch, and Booth will sky it foul out of play. 0-1. Booth is flown out to left field and also ground out to the second baseman. Just 2 trips to the plate. Both teams have just gotten through the order twice here in the top of the 6th inning. 0-1 pitch comes inside, nearly gets Booth on the leg. Able to dodge out of it. It's now a 1-1 count. Three errors so far in the ball game from Jackson, Minnesota. The 1-1 pitch is outside and is now 2-1. Both times the Yates have gotten 2 hits in an inning. They've been able to score at least 1 run. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside edge is now 2-2. Cade Hinkle is on deck. He'd be followed by Matt Hansen. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And Booth will sky it to left field. That one is deep and will be foul territory and will land just at the bottom of the fence. Stayed in play, but the left fielder unable to make the grab. And we'll do it again here at 2-2. Booth does have the lone home run for Post State and hit it against Post 22 on Wednesday. It went off the foul pole. It barely got above the high wall and bounced off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Ended up being the difference maker in that win. That 2-2 pitch is popped up in foul territory right behind home plate. And the catcher will make the grab for the first out. Good play from Dillon. There's one down here in the top of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Cade Hinkle. Hinkle is 1 for 2. Single back in the second. Line down to the second baseman and in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rasky leads away from second. Gordon over at first. Here's the first pitch to Hinkle. It's upstairs for ball 1. Nedved's still sitting pretty good, the pitcher. For Post State, he has thrown 64 pitches through 5 innings. So he's in well within mark to maybe go all 7 innings as Hinkle will sky this one out towards right center field. Center fielder coming in. Peyton makes the grab. He'll keep Rasky over at second base, but the ball got away from the third baseman, and Rasky will move up 90 feet, as well will Andy Gordon. So it's now second and third with 2 away, and the error will be charged to the center fielder. It'll be the second error of the inning, 4th error of the ball game for Jackson. And now to bring up Matt Hansen, who can, with a base hit, would at least give Post State a 1-run lead, if not a 2-run lead with 2 away. Aces have not led in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to Hansen. It's over for strike 1. Not seeing any action in the left field bullpen for the Eights. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Hansen. Outside, and it's now 1-1. Hansen so far, he is 1 for 2. His single was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. That was back in the top of the 2nd inning. And he also flew out to the center fielder. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball left side. Fielded by the third baseman, Trace. The throw along across the diamond is in time to retire the side here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-run scores on 2 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 is our score between Pierre and Jackson. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It is the bottom of the sixth inning. It is a 2-2 tie between Pierre and Jackson, Minnesota, as it'll be 3, 4, and 5 here for the Huskies. Levi, Gabe, and Trace will be the first three hitters for Jackson. Nedved, again, with just 64 pitches through 5 innings, sitting in a good spot. He and Eric have gone with a good battle. Nice little pitcher's duel here. And the final game of pool play for both these teams, Norfolk and Wayzata will play after this game is over, but both teams will be playing their final game of the tournament, as Post State will advance to play later on tonight against the winner of the Harrisburg pool. Shakopee, Minnesota has got the driver's seat. Even if they lose, as long as they don't give up 15 runs, they will advance into the that game against Post State. They're playing over at Harrisburg. They play at 1 o'clock. That's the final game of pool play over there. So a 1 o'clock start for them. Won't really know until about 3 o'clock who Post State will be playing. First pitch is line foul. And it's 0-1. The shortstop, Levi's 1 for 2. RBI double. That's the lone RBI of the ball game. Although Andy Gordon's probably is an RBI, even though he reached on air. That one's popped up on the left side. Hanson will go out into shallow left field, just on fair territory side, makes the catch, and the leadoff man retired. Open up the bottom of the sixth inning, and it'll bring up now Gabe. That was a good play there from Hanson. Going back into the outfield. Finding where he's at. Finding the ball, making the play. Doesn't make the play, it's a leadoff error. Was going to land in fair territory. First pitch is a swing and a miss from Gabe. And it's 0-1. He is 0 for 1. It was hit by a pitch back at the bottom of the first inning. And he ground out to the shortstop. Hinkle in his second, his lone official at bat.
All right, Gabe, here we go.
And the count is now 1-1 here to the right fielder. 1-1 pitch from Nedved. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. The Eights in the top of the seventh inning. We'll have 7, 8, and 9. Either looking to take the lead or try and come back if Jackson's able to take the lead here. Swing and a miss. Nedved will get his first strikeout of the ball game. And there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and it'll bring up Trace, who is 0 for 2. Reach on an air, drove in that first run. And then also popped out behind home plate to the catcher, Andy Gordon. Number 5 hitter in the order for the Huskies. Here's the first pitch. A curveball has popped up. Gordon will try and get over to it without taking the mask off. Slides to make the catch. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Nedved. We have the top of the seventh inning. 2-2 is our score between Pierre and Jackson. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
The top of the seventh inning. Post State's tied 2-2 with Jackson, Minnesota. Jack Merkwan, Isaac Pollock, and Elliott Live. 7, 8, 9 as the Eights will be looking to try and take their first lead of the ball game as we play the final regulation inning of the final game of pool play. Well, we'll say, too, because we're tied right now at the top of the seventh, if there are extra innings, turns into what a now Major League Baseball extra inning is. Runner will start at second base to open up the top of the 8th and the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be the man that is last recorded out that will be at second base. Here's the first pitch to Jack Merquant. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher, Eric. He will throw to first, and the leadoff man retired in one pitch. Here in the top of the 7th, and he'll bring up now Isaac Pollock, who is 0 for 2. So in Legion baseball still, there is no runner on second to start the extra innings, but here in this tournament to try and expedite the process of extra innings, they will start with a runner on second and nobody out if we go to extra innings. Pollock will try and drop down a bunt. It's right back to the pitcher. The throw to first is in time. 2 pitches and 2 outs. Both have been retired 1-3, and they'll bring up Elliott Life now, the second baseman, with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Life is 0 for 2. Flabbed the center fielder and also popped out the shortstop. First pitch to Life. He'll take that first pitch. It was in the dirt for a ball. That was just the 3rd pitch of the inning from Eric. He's been as efficient as they come. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Life. Outside, and it's now 2-0. On deck, the top of the order. Looking to extend it over. Here's the 2-0 pitch now to the second baseman, Life. He'll take it all the way, and it's over for a strike. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 now from Eric. And it's high and outside, 3-1. No walks so far from the starting pitcher. But he is in danger of having his first walk issued to this ball game. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And it will be a walk. First one of the entire game from Eric, and he'll bring up the top of the order for Jaden Wiebe. With the speed of Life out at first base, you get a shot to the gap somewhere. You might see Life score from first. He might take off here at some point in this at-bat. Coach Nas yelled out as there's a swing and a miss, taking second base on the steal attempt, and in safely is Elliott Life. So a swing and a miss from Wiebe on a pitch that was out of the zone, but Life will take second base. And it's a runner on second here with 2 down. 0-1's the count. Wiebe is 1 for 3. A base hit could give Post State their first lead of this ball game. From the stretch, here is the 0-1 pitch. A couple of checks at Life at second. 0-1 on its way, and Wiebe will foul that pitch off of the catcher's mask, and we get all the way back to the backstop, and the count is now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch now to Wiebe. That one's popped up. You get out of play. Maybe we'll do it again here at 0-2. Life is on at second. Here's the 0-2 pitch again. That one's out towards right field. Going back on it is Gabe, the right fielder. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 is our score between Pierre and Jackson, Minnesota. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
We get to the bottom of the 7th inning, as it will be 6, 7, and 8 for Jackson, Minnesota, trying to win this ball game. Gary Nedved looking to go all 7 innings. He's going to try and keep this a tie ball game. Eric will lead things off. He's thrown a gem. 7 complete innings. He's got a chance. If this game would go to extras, he got a chance to throw a couple of extra innings the way he has been so efficient. He's 0 for 2 so far, both been the left side. Hanson made the play out in foul territory, and then also had a ground ball to retire Eric. First pitch, he's going to try and drop down a bunt. Fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. It'll be Eric, Cameron, and then Ben. 6, 7, and 8 here for Jackson, Minnesota. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the left side. High hop for Hinkle at short. Throw across is in time. Leadoff man retired. Here to open up the bottom of the 7th inning.
Come on, kid.
Cameron, the first baseman, he will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to the center fielder and also popped right back up to the mound. Here's the first pitch. That will miss for ball 1. Bottom half of this order, only 1 base runner so far from 6 through 9 in the order. Here's a line shot, and that'll take a 1 hop in front of Pollock, and the winning run is aboard with 1 down. Just the second hit of the ball game for Jackson. And they'll bring up the second baseman, Ben, here with 1 down.
Come on, Ben, line drive now.
Of a pinch runner. So it will be at 6 o'clock tonight. Post State will take on Harrisburg, or play the Harrisburg pool winner.
Hey, let's go, Ben. Come on, Ben. Here we go, Ben.
As we do have a pinch runner who represents the winning run for Jackson. That one's flown out and will land foul.
All right, here we
All
go.
of the count here to Ben. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to Pollock in left field. Also popped out behind home plate to Andy Gordon. In 6 o'clock, so we'll be on the air around 5:40 for that start. And the quarterfinal game, as Ben tried to go the other way, we fouled it out of play, and it's now 0-2.
Stay in there.
The 0-2 pitch upcoming. That one's line foul. And we'll do it again at 0-2.
Here we go, Ben.
In winning run on first base here for Jackson. 2 hits in the ball game for the Huskies. That was their second hit. 0-2 pitch. Pops foul and out of play. So we will do it again here at 0-2. Nedved staying around the plate. And an 0-2 count. Ben's got to continue to protect. He's found the last 3 pitches off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Once again, that one will bounce in the dirt. And a good pitch from Nedved. Good block from Gordon. And a good take from Ben. As the count is now 1-2. Here's now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, nearly gets him, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Post State's going to try and send this to the 8th inning. Jackson's trying to end it here. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Again, that is foul. Another good foul ball from Ben. Another good battle here. Runner on first. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2. Outside, and it's now a full count, 3-2. See if the runner will be in motion here with a 3-2 count. Here's a 3-2. Ground ball left side off the glove of Hansen. The throw to first is still going to be in time. So there's now 2 down. But the winning run is now at second with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Bryson will hit for Dylan. Here's the first pitch to him. Pops it straight up. Elliott Life will call for it at second. He'll make the catch. And we are headed to extras. Free baseball here on the Sunday morning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the 8th. The runner will start at second to open up the inning. You're listening to Post-8 Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Spring is finally here, and it's time to be on the lookout for one of South Dakota's most serious noxious weeds. This invader of roadside trees, pastures, and range is leafy spurge. This noxious weed infests over 300,000 acres. It's a perennial with a distinctive yellow-green color and stems that contain a milky sap. Roots can reach over 20 feet deep. There are several control options that producers can look at, including herbicide and biological control. If you have questions about leafy spurge, contact your local county weed and pest supervisor or the South Dakota Department of Agriculture.
Top of the 8th inning. Runner on second to open up here the extra innings. Jaden Wiebe will be that runner on second base, as he was the last man to be retired.
All right, here we go, Eric.
So the score, I've never had a game in person to have that happen, but we'll have a runner on second to open up the top of the 8th inning. It just is down as he's at second base without anything happening if you're keeping score at home. But it'll be McGuire Rasky, who is 1 for 3 to step to the plate. We'll see if they want to play some small ball to try and get that runner over to third with maybe 1 down, or what the plan might be. Rasky's going to swing away. First pitch is in the dirt. Wiebe takes off for third. A throw to third base is going to be high. Wiebe's over at third base and didn't have to even bunt him over. First pitch was taken for a ball as well, so Post-8's got their go-ahead run 90 feet away. Here's the 1-0 from Eric. Rasky will pop it up on the left side. Coming in, third baseman. He will make the grab, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning. As that'll bring up now Andy Gordon, who is 1 for 3. Singled in the first, reached on air in the 6th. Batting here in the top of the 8th. Our first extra inning ball game. And again, the rules of the tournament have a runner starts at second base. Try and help the process of run scoring in the extra innings. Gordon will pop the first pitch up. It'll get out of play. And it's 0-1 to the catcher. As we are here in the top of the 8th inning, Nedved's thrown 85 pitches, so he's got still 20 left to go going in the 8th inning. I want to come in and hit Gordon, so it's now first and third with 1 down. And it will bring up Aaron Booth, the cleanup hitter. Eric is throwing his 73rd pitch, so he still has 32 pitches left to go, and we're in the top of the 8th inning. We're in extra innings. He's still got 30 pitches left. I mean, the way that he has been throwing, this game would go to double-digit extra innings. He'd be able to throw into the 10th inning. Booth will fly it out to left field. That one going back, still going back, and it will be one hop off the wall. Weeby's going to come in to score. Gordon's going to round third base. He's going to stop at third, and Booth has given Post State their first lead of the ball game, nearly hitting his second home run of the season. But the Eights get an RBI double from Aaron Booth, and it's now a 3-2 lead for the Eights. And it'll bring up Cade Hinkle with one down. And if, again, with Jackson having a runner at second to start the bottom of the 8th inning, you really want to cash in on these extra 2 runs to give yourself some cushion. First pitch is over for strike 1. Because you got to believe with a 3-2 game right now, Jackson will try and bunt that runner over, give him to third base, and then maybe use a productive out to try and score the run to try and tie it up. Well, at least give you 2 chances with a runner at third base. As it counts now 1-1 here to Hinkle. He's 1 for 3. Here's a 1-1 pitch. There's a line shot right to the second baseman. There's now 2 down. That'll bring up Matt Hansen, who will need to drive in that run. A base hit could make it a 5-2 lead for Post State. He's 1 for 3 so far. Singled back in the top of the second. First pitch started to go around, was able to hold up. It was taken high for ball 1. 6 hits now in the ball game for Post State. There's a line shot right back to the second baseman, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 8th inning. Post State does score that run that was on to open up the inning on the RBI double from Aaron Booth. That was the only hit in the inning, no errors and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Post State 3 outs away from going undefeated in pool play as you're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master. The clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
Bottom of the 8th inning. We'll have a runner on second to open up this bottom of the 8th inning, as it'll be, I believe Dylan will go make his way back out there. It was a pinch hitter for him. He did re-enter, so he was now the runner at second base. He represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order for Jackson, Minnesota. Gary Nedved trying to close this one out, have a complete game, 8-inning performance. Logan showing bunt right away. He'll pull it back. First pitch will come inside for ball 1. So the runner on second, he represents the tying run. Logan showed bunt, pulled it back, and didn't offer at that first pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch, still not showing bunt, and it's now 2-0. You know, a walk, you don't really want to have a walk. You would like to retire this first man here, but a walk also sets up a double play opportunity, or at least gets a force-out opportunity. Showing bunt, pulling it back, and taking it for strike 1 is Logan, and the count is now 2-1. He's 0 for 2 so far. Walked in the first inning, came around to score, and then popped out the third baseman and the second baseman. Pops this one up, and it'll be in foul. And it's now 2-2. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, just past the 11 o'clock hour. Here on this Sunday morning. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock, as that one is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. rounding third and will be held up at third base. The throw comes in, and it's first and third with nobody out. That tying run 90 feet away, and it'll bring up the center fielder Peyton with nobody out.
Here we go, Peyton.
Peyton's 0 for 2. He drew a walk back in the third inning.
Line drive now, Peyton.
Be interesting to see how they play this one too, with that tying run at third. They're going to bring the infield all the way in. They're not going to trade a double play. They're not going to, well, maybe they will trade a double play here for that tying run. Here's the first pitch. Runner takes off. That's popped up on the left side. Pollock will go over, give it a chase, but then we'll let it go out of play. And it's 0-1. You get the double play. You got 2 outs, but that run's going to come in to score, so it would be tie the ball game up when you send in the 9th inning. And really for Post State, you want to get this game over with Nedved on the mound one way or the other, so you don't have to use another arm as it counts now 1-1. You look at me, there's just not a whole lot of extra guys that are available to throw in this ball game. Runner takes off for second before the pitch. It is upstairs and outside, and it's now 2-1, but the winning run is in scoring position. And now they can bring the infield in all the way around. Second and third here with nobody out. 2-1 is the count. Infield is in all the way around to try and keep that run from scoring. 2-1 pitch. That one's popped up on the infield. Hansen will call Ford over by third base. He'll make the catch, and there's now 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that will bring up the shortstop Levi, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. One of just 3 hits in the ball game for Jackson, and they are going to intentionally walk him and put the bases loaded. And it'll bring up now Gabe with the bases loaded and 1 down. Now you got the force set up at any base. You can go home with it from the corners, or you can try and turn a 4-6 or a 6-4-3 double play to win the ball game. So not a bad. That's a smart move there by Coach Nas, just to put the number 3 hitter on base. First pitch is over for strike 1. Because one, you don't have to, with the base open, you're probably going to be a little bit more cautious throwing to him. And it just saves 4 pitches for Gary Nedved to throw. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, a fly ball out to left field, going back on his Isaac Pollock. It'll turn, it'll get down, and Jackson will walk it off with a 2-run double in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Post State will fall in their final game of pool play, as Gabe will drive in the 2 runs on the double to win the ball game here 4-3 in extra innings. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back and wrap up pool play here at Harmon 2. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Comtech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world, and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
South Dakota didn't always have a capital, or even a permanent settlement for that matter. There wasn't always a river city on the Missouri River. And before First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872, there wasn't always a bank in South Dakota. Every timeless institution, tradition, and thriving business was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post State apparel? All Around Graphics in Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All Around Graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue, or call 224-4677. All Around Graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
So it is a final at Harmon 2, a walk-off, a two-run double from Jackson, Minnesota, and it's a 4-3. We'll stay at 3-1 in pool play, but they still won the pool, and will play the Harrisburg pool winner at 6 o'clock tonight. Shakopee, Minnesota is in the driver's seat. Creighton Prep will have to score 15 runs on them for Post State to face Harrisburg instead of playing Shakopee later on tonight. But the Eights are at 3-1 in pool play, advance on, and will be facing the winner of that Harrisburg pool at 6 o'clock. The Eights had 6 hits in the ball game, 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. It was 4 runs on 4 hits for Jackson, Minnesota, 4 errors, and also 4 men left on base throughout that ball game. So a win for Jackson to finish out the tournament. They head back home at 1-3, but Post State will get the 3-1 record and will take it to Harrisburg to face the Harrisburg pool winner later on this evening at 6 o'clock, as we'll be on the air around 5:40 tonight for that coverage. If they do win, they will play on Monday at 11 a.m. So potentially a couple more days here, another day here in Sioux Falls, the Dakota Classic. But the Eights will be playing at 6 o'clock tonight. 5:40 will start coverage here on at KCCR. Again, from Capital City Rock over to KCCR for that broadcast, and we'll still have it here on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Thanks to Deidre Scott back at the station. I'm John Wickler. Final score, once again, a 4-3 win for Jackson, Minnesota. They walk it off to finish out their pool play. Post State plays at 6 o'clock tonight as we say so long from Sioux Falls.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Evermore Boutique, Wagner Auto, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Service Master, Rising Hope Counseling, Todd's Electric, Pierre Sports Center, AirTech, Gales Gas, Avera, Bank West, B&B Equipment, Overhead Door Company, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Farting Electric, Olson Plumbing, Egtegra, All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, Lamb Motor, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. Join us all season long for Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of River